Welcome to Oldsmob 455. Working on a Pontiac 455, getting ready to install the BOP one-piece rear main seal. This will be the first time I'm installing one of these, so take it for what it's worth. I've done a few of these two-piece jobs already, and they work fantastic. Hopefully this works out as well. These instructions over a couple times, and I think what I'm going to do before I do anything is compare the sealing diameter of the crank to the groove diameter of the seal. I'm running an aftermarket crank, and the serrations on the sealing surface have been polished out of it. You can very faintly see them. So they didn't go two bonsai on it. .3435. So instructions are saying they should have 25 thousandths of lip engagement. I might be a couple thousandths on the loose side with this crank polish, but with 25 thousandths lip engagement, I'm not too worried about it. Just putting a caliper on here at 3, 4, or 12, it's on it. So it is going to seal. So it's saying I have to cut this to fit it on there, obviously. So I'm going to do a 90-degree cut right across this small hole in the square here. Even splurged on a new blade here. Hopefully I can do this clean. You know, I'm looking at this, it's totally round, and right there it's not perfectly round. I don't know if that was stamped in there or what. Could be metal inside this thing that just doesn't go through right there. It talks about these kind of like serrations on the seal that goes towards the front of the motor. Not to mention, it says right on it, flywheel side. So this goes towards the back. I don't know why they did this, but the RMS 18 apparently has these squares on the opposite side. So I got this split now, and they're saying ideally it goes towards the top of the block. So the split would be right here. Apparently some guys freak out about that, and it says you can rotate it and have this split like an inch into the rear main cap. I'm going to try to put it in towards the top though. And following the instructions, I'm going to dry fit it now to make sure this parting line mates perfectly like that. It could be too tight, causing buckling. In that case, you might sand the outside of the seal. Yeah, I was talking to the owner, I think, and he's saying that a lot of times it's a two-person job because this seal can catch on the edge here and start coming undone while you're trying to drop in the crank. I'm going to put something on this. Make sure that cap's fully seated. Try to pull this seal up into the groove. Wouldn't you know it, I got distortion like he was talking about. So I'm going to take this cap off and then sand the OD that seal some. So Wade, I think his name was, said he takes a Sharpie and he just kind of colors the outside. And sands this until the Sharpie marks are gone. I pulled a little 240 off the roll. It's not going to take much to sand this down. Something to be cognizant of is I should probably be putting the seal in the right direction. Flywheel side. This is after 7 attempts of fitting it. Sanding a little more off each time. And it's mating pretty good. I think that's going to seal up just fine. I didn't go to full torque value, but I don't really think that's going to make a whole lot of difference on that. I fully loaded this inner groove with grease. Apparently, if the first lip stops all the oil, the grease is to lube up the second lip. So notice this is my flywheel side. I'm going to stick it on the crank right now. Didn't like that too much. All right, my helper's in the way over. In the meantime, I fill up these anti-rotation holes just flush. So I'm going with this up. Oh my God. Good to go.
Yeah, try now.
Why is it all at an angle?
Oh, you know what? It moved a little bit. Here we go. All right, there it is. There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Definitely
All
a
right.
two-person job.
Mm-hmm.
Get that thick ass assembly lube on there.